You don't want to help? You can do one side, I'll do the other. No. Okay. Today's video is brought to you by Fine Tea. Just kidding. This is super good. It's Darjeeling tea. It's one of my favorites. And I haven't had tea in a while, so you're probably gonna see my lipstick on it. Sorry. So I'm sure you know, it's October. It's my favorite month of the entire year. And I was going through my old stuff and I found this thing. So if you can't tell what I am, I'm supposed to be Cruella de Vil's fashion model. So one year my friend wanted to be Cruella de Vil, and we usually go to like a block party together. So we kind of try to coordinate our costumes to match each other. So I was really into burlesque at the time, and I was trying to kind of put together So I tried to join together 101 Dalmatians with burlesque because I really wanted to do some kind of design with burlesque inspired things. And so this is what I came up with. And it's kind of like I would show you, but I can't get up. So anyway, it's supposed to be a Cruella de Vil design. And my friend dressed up as Cruella de Vil, and I just kind of like walked by her as her little supermodel. And I have little Dalmatians here and here. I felt really bad taking the stuffing out of them, but anything for fashion, right? And it wasn't quite the best quality, but because I did it like when I was still in design school, so I didn't know like all of the ins and outs. Like, I don't know if you can tell, like right here, you can see all my serging and stuff, but it's, what are you doing? What are you doing? No. But anyway, today we are making something very, very fun. I went to Joann's recently because, of course, and it's funny, I didn't actually go to shop for fabric. I went for Halloween decorations. And while I was there, I found these super adorable ceramic pumpkins. And they had like a hollow inside, and then they had like little figurines on the inside of them. And I thought they were so freaking cute. I wanted to buy like all of them, and then I settled for just 2 of them, and then I ended up settling for just 1 of them. Because as I was looking at them, I was like, man, like I could probably just make one of my own. So I took it as a challenge to see if I could make one of these pumpkins and kind of like put my own little style in there. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing today, and it's a pumpkin terrarium. So first things first, you're going to want supplies. So thankfully, Joann's has these little pumpkins in their little crafting section, and they're made out of like, I guess it's like a paper mache, it feels like. So now I really wasn't sure what to put in this terrarium because I wasn't sure where to buy like miniature Halloween stuff. So thankfully, Joann's also had a little section where they had these little figurine things that were like 40% off. I think they're now 50% off. So I used like a terrarium moss kit when I did mine. I don't think these are always available, but if I can find something similar, I'll link it down below. But you can just use whatever kind of moss things that you want. Maybe if you don't even want to use moss, that's fine. You can also use like creepy cloth or something like that. And of course, I'm going to be adding twinkle lights to mine, so I went ahead and got some. So now hopefully you have all of your things and we can start cutting this thing up. So grabbing something sharp, you're going to want to carve his face off. I'm taking a box cutter and I'm just going to go around. I've already marked it with a pencil, and I'm just going to follow my mark all the way around his face. So one piece of advice, if you don't want it to be too like difficult to cut around the little pumpkin, I would probably stay away from making any kind of like sharp points or kind of like detailing on your cutting line. So if you wanted to make this more easy, I would just go ahead and just cut like a regular circle. I of course wanted it to be cool, so I made little peaks on the side, and I think those were the most difficult areas to cut out, along with the curve that goes around the top. I'm trying to record a video, and Miss Sunshine over here wants to lay right here where the table is. I have a freaking knife. I'm cutting a pumpkin. Just really quickly, since I'm here, I put my knife down before I stab myself. Just a reminder, my summer collection is out. If you want to see that, it's on my website. There's also the fashion show that I'm going to be in November. The link for that is down below. Just wanted to send a quick reminder, that way nobody forgets. Or can take either like a Mod Podge or something and kind of like glue it around. That way your edges don't look so like jagged. I kind of liked the look of my pumpkin, how it looked kind of like disheveled in a way. I thought that kind of added a little bit of like extra personality to it. So I went ahead and left mine just the way it is and went ahead and started on the painting. So thankfully I already had some acrylic paint left over from like millions of other projects that I've done in the past. So I just reused that paint and I painted my whole pumpkin. So now I'm sure you can see he looks a little bit cuter, right? So now I kind of ran into an issue on whether or not I wanted to paint the detail around the opening of the pumpkin now, or if I wanted to like wait and do that later. I decided to just go ahead and paint it. I figured it was a lot easier to do it now versus trying to do it when I have a bunch of junk inside. I was originally going to make the design on both sides of the opening match, but I was having way too much fun doodling on this, so they're not exactly the same. So now, at this point, you can go ahead and start stuffing your pumpkin with all of your richness and goodness, but I needed to have twinkle lights in this, so that was my next step. I went ahead and took an awl and I stabbed him in the back. And now it's a perfect hole that I can fit my twinkle lights through. So my original idea was to have all of the twinkle lights on like the roof of the pumpkin, but I had so much of it that I just decided to kind of like interweave it into the moss, and I feel like that was a very good idea because it turned out awesome at the end. And now I was ready to stuff my pumpkin. And so I made a little dying tree out of some pipe cleaners that I had left over from yet another project, and then I stuck my people in. So, we're doing this again? Okay. So now that you have your pumpkin stuffed and you have the twinkle lights in, you can let the magic happen. I absolutely love this thing. How can you not? Check those lights out, man. It makes me so happy when I see it. I wish I could leave it up all year round, but I can't because then people think I'm weird. And I really like this idea because it doesn't just have to be for Halloween. You can make a Thanksgiving terrarium out of a pumpkin, or you can make something else. Terrariums are awesome. I don't know why it's taking me this long to make one, but there you go. Anyway, it's a super simple DIY. You need to try it. It'll change your life. It's cute. I feel like I need to make these for people, but I don't have the time. So I should leave you with some more pumpkin footage to inspire the inspiration burning within you.